Paulie says that was a proper performance. So go back to Monday and today. What's the difference for you? Why so much better today?
I think personnel makes a big difference. I think the middle of the pitch is always an important area. I'm not just saying because I played in there, but I always think it's the most important area of the pitch. And Monday obviously wasn't right. We knew before the game, looking at the team we picked, it was never going to cope with the energy of Newcastle. Today we knew we had half a chance with Agati and Mainu. And I actually think Casemiro and Eriksen could probably play with Agati as well. I don't think. No, you don't just rule them out. Just playing them together is just it's a no-no. He mentioned effort there, didn't he? A lot effort in the smaller games that they can't seem to get themselves up for them games for some reason. I don't know why, but I think he's right. That was a proper performance today. Go to Anfield and go toe to toe with the best team. As I say, they beat Manchester City, who have been the best team for 4 or 5 years. But that performance was nothing like this. This was better. And I know they didn't win the game like they did at City, but I take more out of that performance than actually winning against the champions. I think now, as he said, that's a blueprint. That's the way they have to go forward. They have to follow it up now. That's the standard, as he said. But I think the manager, by now, he should know all his players. I think he's chopped and changed so much. I think now there's a...
Is that pretty close to what you think is available his best team today?
Yeah, it has to be. Who else can come into that? Luke Shaw, if he's possibly fit. Euro to right outside centre half. Garnacho possibly, but not quite. I don't think he gets into it. But
so then, do you want to see him continue, fitness permitting, with that sort of 9 or 10 of that 11 we've seen today for a consistent period?
If them 11 are fit, they have to play until players perform badly and they don't get into the team. Yeah, exactly. Now that is the standard that they've set. That's the standard that they've got to reach in games to come, and I don't see any reason why they can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, games to come will be different. Of course, as Scholes, you mentioned, that's as good as it gets from an opponent's point of view. You're playing against one of the best teams in the world in Liverpool, in their backyard. That's as tough a test as it comes. Bruno Fernandes mentioned Southampton. When you're playing these teams, exactly, you're going to have much more of the ball this time. It's a totally different game to what it is today. Today is getting up against it, being brave, taking the ball, taking the sting out of the game.
But the effort levels is what Paul's talking about, isn't it? That we haven't always seen in those Bournemouths at home when they've been losing, Wolves, etc.
Yeah, it's dangerous to go down the effort route, I think. Quality of play, yes.
He went down that route himself, didn't he?
He did. He said we've got to keep we've got to keep those levels. But I never heard him say we don't try against other teams. It's.
No, but I think he was hinting that Liverpool away, you're obviously up for it more than perhaps Southampton at home.
It's a different game. I find it hard to believe that a team that have won nothing for a good while. Okay, they won a cup last year, but they're not a winning machine at the moment. I find it hard to believe that they can have their ups and downs in terms of, we'll turn it on in this game and not in others. I think the opponent has a massive influence, not on how much you try, it's just the way the game unfolds and the demands of that game. But the quality and the personnel, as Paul says, that changes from game to game. And now they're playing Southampton next, let's say, or the next league game. That's a totally different kettle of fish to going away to Anfield. Now you're on the front foot. Now you've got to try to open a team up and maybe take risks and maybe leave holes in behind as well. So it's a different kettle of fish. But